I am a butch vlogging. I'm really not sure what it say, but virtual. Yeah, that's what it is now, virtual. Anyway, I got this indictment. I'm telling you, I'm serious. 14, 14 pages. Well, you can't see that. But yeah, 14 pages. Let me see something. On somebody still loading. Yeah, there you go. There's 14 pages of it. See that? We about to go through that. We about to go through that. All right, so here we go. Let's see what's been cooking in this indictment. I'm not gonna read stuff that I done already heard. You probably heard it too because there's so many people covering the story. But damn that, because I am a Diddy fan. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was on an R. Kelly fan, all that I can believe I can fly. He was filling people's head up, gassing them up and stuff. I ain't had time for that. But Diddy, he had that business. Everybody he brought out sounded great, immaculate. I'm talking about Diddy, and that whole bad boy. That was a movement. You understand me? And that moved us. It's still his music. Is the music that he has produced or whatever you want to call it. It is still great today. You understand what I'm saying? Like R. Kelly, his joint kind of like fell off. You know what I'm saying? But there's no comparison with Diddy and R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? They got two different whatever. You know what I'm saying? They was like R. Kelly had a cult. You know what I'm saying? Diddy, he has an organization. You get what I'm saying? That's big. Anytime you got Homeland Security busting up in your house, that is something serious. You understand what I'm saying? That means that we are looking at you. You done did something, and we gonna find out what you did, and we gonna get your ass. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. All right, the first page. Let me see what that says. Like I said, I'm not gonna read the obvious things that you know what I'm saying that we already hear, but that's most likely is what the indictment people done really brought out the like key things and stuff like that. Wow. For decades, that's how it started off. For decades, Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, all his names. I'm not going through all of that. Y'all know he went through all these names during the years, you know what I'm saying? It's having a false self and you just name them, you know what I'm saying? Whoever you feel like that day, that's who it is, you know what I'm saying? That's your false self, you know what I'm saying? It's like what you build up for the people around you. Whether, you know what I'm saying, it's somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's like super big. You understand what I'm saying? And you look at them, they're your mentor and all of this stuff. So you adapt to that. You get what I'm saying? But then you go home and you fix some eggs and bacon for the kids, you a whole different person. You get what I'm saying? So that is how a false self works. And most people with personality disorders have something like that. But anyway, for decades, he has abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Combs relied on the employees, resources, influence, and multi-faced business empires that he led and controlled. He had that bread. Diddy had that bread. So you already know he was, come on, it's control, it's money. You got money, you don't know what to do with it. You just start, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a lot of money. You can get things done when you got a lot of money. Anyway, let me see. Amongst the crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. That means that he got in the way of some type of police authority. I'm gonna say authority instead of police because he's bigger than the police. This is Homeland Security that kicked in the shit. But if he got obstruction of justice, that means that he got in the way of why the police or authority was doing their thing. All right, Sean Combs, and then it lists all his names and things like that. Headquartered at the various times in Manhattan and Los Angeles under a variety of United States-based corporate entities, including Bad Boy Enterprise, Combs Enterprises, Combs Global, Combs Business, corporate entities. Combs Business included, amongst other things, record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, an alcoholic spirits business, a marketing agency, and a television network and media company. What television network this man got? I hope that come up because I'm gonna look that up. You already know I'm gonna look that up. All at all times relevant to this indictment, Sean Combs. And then they list all his names. I guess every time they say his name, they're gonna put all his aliases up there. Engaged in persistent, pervasive, oh, he was doing too much, pattern of abuse. I mean, he did it over and over. Even after being warned or getting in trouble, this man still persisted on doing stuff. Anyway, this is abuse towards women and other individuals. The abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. They is really only after the physical and the sexual. They don't give a about what this man's saying. But you want to cry? They don't care about that. They care about the he sodomized and stuff like that. You know, they trying to get in there. Let me see. This abuse was at times. Okay, I already said that. At the pattern, remember I said that. At the pattern of abuse, Combs manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with male commercial sex workers. At times, Combs and others acting in his direction made arrangements for women and commercial sex workers to fly to Combs' location. He was flying them out. He was flying them out. He was flying them out. He was like, take that, take that, take that. Matter of fact, call me when you get here. You know what I'm saying? He was on that. He was on that. All right. Combs ensured participation from the women by, among other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics. He was getting them high. We know that. Controlling their careers. Oh, yeah, because he got that money. He's in the music industry. You know, he's dealing with entertainment folks. You know what I'm saying? His higher people aren't entertainment folks. They're higher on other levels of the entertainment, if you understand what I'm saying. Anyway, let me see. Combs and others acting in his direction made arrangements for the women and commercial workers to fly to Combs' location. Combs ensured participation from the women by, amongst things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same, and using intimidation and violence. See, that's what they weren't. They really forget the intimidation. They want the violence. They want that. They want to nail him to the cross with that. Physical abuse. That's a line by itself. I'm telling you, that's a line by itself. Physical abuse by Sean Combs, and then they list his names again. The defendant was reoccurring and widely known on numerous occasions from at least in or about 2009 and continuing for years. I mean, he was getting it in. He was getting it in for a long time. We already know that because I don't know if y'all looked at Wendy Williams. You know what I'm saying? She's been on the radio and all of that, you know what I'm saying, since the 90s and stuff. She's kind of, bad, man down situation with her. I wish she was okay so she can cover this. Because, I would look at that. How you doing? I would be on that. On numerous, wait a minute. Because I got to blow it up. These thing is tiny when it's on PDF. All right. Let me blow that up again. Okay. I don't know. These assaults were at times witnessed by others, included one instance at a Los Angeles hotel in or March 2016, which was captured on video. See, he recorded that stuff that he did. So ain't no telling what kind of tapes and stuff that they got. It was enough for to lock him up now because they looked at it. They got that in March. All right. So anyway, one instance at Los Angeles hotel in about March 2016 was captured on video and later publicly reported where Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a woman she was attempting to leave. When a member of the hotel security staff intervened, Combs attempted to bribe the staff member to ensure silence. He was like, look here, shut up. And I know you seen me do what I did. You ain't see nothing. Go ahead, take this $50,000. Go ahead, take your tail on. Don't say nothing. If you say something, violence coming in. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Then when they go on, look, Combs' violence was also not limited to these women. So they ready to talk about other people. We ain't even on page 4. You know what I'm saying? It extended to his employees, because now he's getting rich. He's getting that money. You understand what I'm saying? He's getting that momentum. You understand? He's getting that build up. You know what I mean? Because he's getting more successful, he's getting more money. So it kind of make you go crazy, huh? Anyway, including certain employees to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse and commercial sex. Those employees, including security staff, household staff, personal assistants, high-ranking supervisors, and other close associates, acted as combs into what the fuck is that word? Intermediaries? I ain't never seen that word before, and I ain't nobody's dictionary, so you know what I'm saying. And their conduct was facilitated and assisted by Combs, control of the Combs business. They're not playing with him. Now we talking about the Combs enterprise. They in his shit. You understand me? From at least 2008. God damn, we already went to 2016 on them bitches. I'm talking about 2008 through on about the date of the filing of this indictment. Sean and then all his other names and others are and unknown others were members and associates of criminal organizations. They talk about Combs Enterprise, you know what I'm saying? Members and associates of the Combs Enterprise engaged in and attempted to engage in amongst activities of the sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, and enticement, to engage in prostitution, narcotics offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. He did too much. All right, let's break it down. Let's see. The Combs Enterprise constituted an ongoing organization of whose members function as a continuing unit for common purpose of achieving the objectives of Combs. The Combs Enterprise, they just say the Combs Enterprise. They're not even singling him out. They say the enterprise. So you know they're going to get more people. They're not just looking at just Combs. You know, they mentioning just Combs, but they keep saying enterprise, and that's the people affiliated. They operated in Southern District of New York and elsewhere at all times relevant to the indictment. Sean, and they list all the names. The leader, they called him the leader of the Combs Enterprise. What does it say? Participated in unlawful and other activities related to the conduct of Combs Enterprise affairs. These individuals included certain Combs business employees, such as members of Combs, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, high-ranking supervisors, and all that. They repeating stuff. Because I just read that. They repeating things. All right. So let's skip all that. Let's see. Preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power of Combs. See, with power, you know what I'm saying, you get enhanced, you know what I mean? Enterprise, including the power of its leader, Combs through violence and firearms. Threats of violence, coercion, and verbal. Again, they listing all of the things that I mentioned above. Okay. The enterprise was fulfilling the personal desires of Combs. Okay, enabling Combs and other members and associates of the Combs Enterprise to engage in unlawful acts of violence, including sexual violence, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for the purposes of prostitution, coercion. I just read all of that. They just keep saying it. I guess they making it so when they do it in court, they can, just throw out those key facts, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what that is, because just repeating that stuff is I don't know, kind of a little redundant there, but whatever. Let me see. Okay, protecting the Combs Enterprise and its members and associates, including Combs, from the detection and prosecution by law enforcement. That's what I mean by the obstruction of justice. Okay. Authorities through acts of intimidation, manipulation, bribery, and threats of retaliation. He was coming after them against individuals who witnessed the crimes committed by members and associates of the enterprise. Now, the means and the methods of the enterprise, okay? Combs and other members of the associates of Combs Enterprise wielded the power and prestige of Combs' role in Combs' business to intimidate, threaten, and lure females victims into Combs' orbit. That's what I said earlier. I was like, he was flying them there. You know what I'm saying? Boom. He done sent people to go get him. Hey, look, go ahead and make sure she flattered me. You know what I'm saying? Other Under the pretense of romantic relationship. See that? Combs then used force, threats of force. Cause it's like once he got you right there, you know what I'm saying? What? Yeah. Once he got you right there, he changed up. He changed up. Now his real self is coming out, and his false self can't stay in no longer. Let me see this. All right. Combs referred to as amongst other things. Okay, hold on. All right, okay, romantic relationships. Combs then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extend sex acts with male commercial sex workers. Combs referred to as amongst other things. Now, this is the thing you learn in therapy. Now, this is beside the point, okay? When you're referring to people as things, you have an object problem. You understand what I'm saying? And if you got an object problem, that's the issue, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to treat people the way that they're supposed to be treated and all of this stuff, the way that society tells you to do it, okay? Let me see. And this even as far as over the state lines and internationally, the freak-offs occurred regularly, sometimes lasting multiple days and often involved multiple commercial workers. Because I'm not going to keep saying that word. Wow. During the freak-offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substance victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. So yeah, he kept them drugged up so they can't say nothing. He thought they won't go know stuff, but some of them know what they've been through. All right. In part to keep the victims obedient and compliant, sometimes unbeknownst. No, the hell they didn't put that word up in. What the hell is an unbeknownst? Hold up. All right. Let me see. Hold on. Where that word at? Unbeknownst to the victims. Okay, I guess the victims didn't even know who they was screwing because they under the influence of the drugs. After the freak-offs, Combs and his victims typically received IV fluids because they got to bounce back or either flush that shit up out their system to recover from the physical exertion and drug use. Right, exactly. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise, including high-ranking supervisors, security staff, and they name all the people that's in this enterprise, facilitated the freak-offs, amongst other things, in quotes. They know what they're doing. Booking hotel rooms for the freak-offs, stocking the hotel rooms in advance for the required freak-off supplies, including controlled substances, baby oil, lubricant, extra linens, and lighting. Cleaning the hotel rooms after the freak-offs to try to mitigate room damage, arranging for travel for the victims and commercial workers, and Combs to the freak-offs. What is that? Resupplying Combs with requested supplies. Delivering large sums of cash to Combs to pay the commercial workers, and schooling the delivery of IV fluids. Let me find out Diddy done turned into a doctor. This man I had money and think he a doctor. This man wanted to be what is that? A producer, a rapper, a cologne person, an apparel person. Like he just want to do a lot. Wow, it really do say 1,000. It really do say that. Narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Let me show that to you. It really say that. Hold on, where's that? Hold on, I'm gonna look for it. Okay, right there. 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. I thought the baby oil was lubricant. Why would he buy more lubricant if he already got 1,000 bottles of baby oil? How do you know it was 1,000 bottles? They shouldn't have did that. They probably didn't count that. They probably just rounded it off and was like, man, it got to be over 1,000 bottles. You know what I'm saying? I really don't believe he had 1,000 bottles. Maybe a couple of hundred, something like that to make them, over exaggerate. Combs subjected the victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse, and the victims to engage in the freak-offs. Combs maintained control over his victims through, amongst other things, physical violence, promises of career opportunities, granting and threatening to see that's that push and pull when you granting, you know what I'm saying, you granting the wishes and then you threaten to take them away. That's the push and pull effect. Let me see. During the separate, during and separate from the freak-offs, Combs, amongst other things, hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims at times by their hair. These assaults often resulted, you know, that had to be just women. You can't see him dragging a man across the floor. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, and drag victims at times by their hair. These assaults often resulted in injuries that took days or weeks to heal. So he was up there blacking people's eyes and everything. If it took people weeks to heal, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. He threatened their careers and livelihoods, including if they resisted participating in the freak-offs. Victims believed they could not refuse Combs' demands without risking their financial or job security. That could have all been in one thing. Or without repercussions in the form of physical and emotional abuse. Combs also used the sensitive, embarrassing, and intimidating recordings that he made during the freak-offs as collateral to make sure, to ensure the continued and obedience and silence of the victims. Look, you got me all the way messed up, bro. Whew. There's some hot news. You understand me? I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta wipe the sweat away. All right, let me see. Members and associates of Combs Enterprise, including Combs and all the rest of his names and whoever you want to be, on more than one occasion, Combs himself carried or brandished firearms to intimidate and threaten others, including victims of and witnesses to his abuse. In or about March 2024, during searches of Combs' residence in Miami, now I guess we're getting to the, I think we get into the, hold on, what's up? I don't know why this thing looked like that, but whatever. All right. Los Angeles, California law enforcement seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 AR-15s. Why you got 3 AR-15s, Diddy? Dummy. That's his name from now on. Members and associates of the Combs Enterprise controlled over victims by following his directions regarding financial payments to the victims. Oh yeah, bribery. That's just bribery. Advancing or suppressing the victim career opportunities and acquiring controlled substance. No, damn that. Because, okay, remember Shine? Shine got locked up. He did like 5,000 years for Diddy. You know, they both had shot this woman or some mess like that. Remember that? And Shine went to jail. And we was like, damn, what happened to, whoa? You know what I'm saying? But now he's out as a prime minister. Don't quote me. I don't mean to say that, but I looked at it. He's like something of Belize. You understand what I'm saying? He's something similar to Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? So it's mighty funny that, you know what I'm saying, he did all this time and stuff like that because he was charged with it, irregardless if he took that fall for Diddy. Because what the hell, he never admitted that too, you know what I'm saying? He was like, the victim know who the fuck Diddy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to do all that. But Diddy know. Diddy paid him. Come on, he did all these years. You think Diddy won't go do nothing for him? And now he's like a prime minister when he gets out. He ain't even been out a whole 5 years. And he's straight a prime minister. Nobody think about that. Anyway, let's move on. All right. Let me see, because I don't want to keep repeating that. Okay, he helped. Combs Enterprise helped conceal the violence and abuse, amongst the other things, assisting Combs in monitoring and preventing victims from leaving their locations and hotels or Combs' residence. So he done even took some of these people home and was like, you know what I'm saying, don't say nothing. We must have some like NDAs. These occasions included instances which a victim was required to remain in hiding. He got the people scared to come outside. Or either they all beat up, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to come outside, you know what I'm saying? When employees, witnesses to his abuse or others threaten Combs' authority or reputation, Combs and members of the associates and of the enterprise engage in acts of violence. So him and his team, because they ain't just saying him and his team went out after the people. They know what they was doing. So anyway, in addition to multiple occasions, Combs threw both objects and people. He was tossing everything left and right. He didn't give a fuck. That's why I say that's that object relations thing right there. Because you just don't have that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to put that into words, but I'm in therapy, and yeah, it's something with that and something. Okay, I'm not a good explanation person. Anyway, authority or reputation. Okay, engaged in acts, threats, da 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 da, multiple occasions. Okay, authority, reputation threatened by the possibility of negative, publicly or legal or law enforcement action against him, including in or about late 2023 following public allegations of Combs' crime. Combs and members and associates of the enterprise pressured witnesses and victims, including through attempted bribery, to stay silent and not report what they experienced and knew. That's why I say he had to have an NDA. Ain't no way in hell you got these people coming to your house and you ain't got them signing no paper and you up here tying people up to walls and using baby oil and stuff. It's just no way possible. All right? Especially not to report that they experienced or knew. Okay, hold on. Not to report what they experienced or knew to law enforcement. Yeah, NDA. When phone calls, Combs and other members and associates of the enterprise, amongst other things, provided these victims and witnesses with false narrative of each of events in an effort to conceal. So everybody had to come up with a story, basically. All right. Combs caused these calls to be recorded on at least 2 occasions. So whatever he had somebody say, he recorded it. So just in case it come up, he can replay it. See, when you record, you're bribing. You understand what I'm saying? Because you don't know what these people are capable of saying. That's gonna get you in trouble. So you want to cover your ass. You know what I'm saying? You want to cover that. All right. Let's see. The racketeering conspiracy. Racketeering. From at least 2008 through the date of filing this indictment of 2024, Sean Combs, and they list all his names again. I don't know why they keep doing it. Like I said, I think they trying to make that point to the jury or something. I don't know. To the judge, not to so much the jury, but to the judge. Okay. Let me see. The defendant and others, known and unknown, being persons employed by and associated with the Combs enterprise, described in paragraphs 6 through 12 of this indictment, an enterprise engaged in all the activities of which affected interstate and foreign commerce, knowingly combined, conspired, what is that? Confederated. They going in and agreed together and with each other to violate the racketeering laws of the United States. And then they put the title 18 and all of that stuff that comes with it. The charge code. All right. That is to conduct and participate directly and indirectly. And they making sure they cover everything. Because they be like this or that. You know what I'm saying? Like whichever one means more or not. You know what I'm saying? They're covering that. As the terms is defined in Title 18 and consisting of multiple acts involving kidnapping, chargeable under the following provisions of state law. California, and they name the code again. Multiple acts involving arson, chargeable under the following state law, and then they go under the code again. Multiple acts involving bribery, chargeable under the state law. Multiple acts of indictable. What's that? I don't even know what the hell that supposed to mean. But that's exactly what it is. Multiple acts of indictable under the state law. Multiple acts. Obviously, he's charged with that like 3-4 times because. Okay, no, I need to read that out because it's each one. Multiple acts. Let me see. Indictable under the state law relating to forced labor. Okay. Multiple acts indictment under, state code relating to sex trafficking. Multiple acts indictment under state code relating to tampering with a witness, victim, or informant. multiple acts of indictment under state code is relating to transportation and well, inducting to travel for purposes of prostitution and illegal sexual activities. And again, multiple offenses involving the possessions with the intent to distribute or distribution. See what I'm saying? They keep doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? Of narcotics and controlled substances, including cocaine, oxycodone, what's it? Alprazolam. Alprazolam. I don't know. That's a psychotic drug. I know that. 3,4 meth, whatever the hell that is. 4 Brahmo. I'm talking about they using real words of the medicines. You know, you hear people in short be like ketamine and all of that stuff, but no, they got serious medicines. Serious medicines. Gamma hydroxy butyric acid. That's one of them. Ketamine. That's another. Brahmo. That's another. Excuse me. That thing say dimethoxyliposamine. I don't even know what that word is. I ain't even gonna sit up here and try to look at that. Look at that. That thing. Do you see how long this word is? I don't know what that is. Anyway, and then they got all the alphabets. It was part of the conspiracy that Combs and then all his other names agreed that a conspirator would commit at least 2 acts of racketeering activity in the conduct of the affairs of the Combs enterprise. Okay, notice of special sentencing factor. Okay, so this is where they trying to get this sentence going and they want to factor in all that they're going to factor. So we ready to see all of that. I feel like everything they done put up at the top is going to be factored in. I mean, what more can you factor in? You already got the key points, you know what I'm saying? They could have spoke a little more on the arson thing, but they didn't do that. Like, what was he up there? Oh, when he said, dude, call on fire. I guess that's it. Because I never heard about anything else Diddy did with fire. Let me see. All right. Notice a special sentencing factor from, or at least 2009. There we go. We going way the fuck back again. See, they're not even going to the teens. They're not even doing 2000 teens. They're going all the way back to 2009. See, they trying to just go to this judge and say, hey, this man been doing this so long. We don't want him to be free. We want him to be locked up. He has done enough. That's basically what they trying to do, because from them just going all the way back there and not even during the teens, it's just giving the judge or you, whoever listening, you understand what I'm saying? It's just giving you that notation that, damn, this man been doing this stuff since then. You know what I'm saying? It would have been messed up if they went to back or on 1990. Okay, let me see, from at least 2009 up to including or about 2018. See what I'm saying? They done already done put 9 years in between that. In the Southern District of New York or elsewhere as part of the agreement to conduct and participate in the conduct and affairs of Combs Enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity. Sean, and they list all his names, defendant, agreed to in and affecting interstate and foreign commerce, knowing, recruit, entice, harbor, transport, provide, obtain, advertise, maintain, patronize, and solicit by any means a person knowing and in reckless disregard of the fact that means of force, threats of force, threats of force, fraud, and coercion as described in state code, you know what I'm saying, and any combination of such means. It don't matter how he did it, how, you know what I'm saying, how they want to put it. They basically saying, look, he did this. It don't matter what order it in. All right. In violation of the state code, all of this stuff. Okay. All right. Let me see what this say. Count 2. All right. Wait a minute. All right. So that's the first count. Okay. Yeah. All right. The grand jury further charges the grand jury. So we all up at the Supreme, man. From at least 2009 or about, up to and including in an or. Oh, hold on. Hello? Okay. Yes. Thank you. All right. Go. Y'all gotta hold on, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go do something real quick, you know what I mean? Um, you want some music? I ain't got no music. I ain't got no music for you. I pretend that's playing. I'll be right back. Hakuna Matata on them bitches. Hey. How are you? How you feeling? All right. Better from the surgery you had, right? Right. Yeah. You can come in. Okay. Hi, little kitties. Hi, baby. Make sure that's it. Yeah, play. Yes, that should look like food, right? Yeah. Usually like come with a bag or something. No. Okay, let's see. All right. Let me take them out for you. That looks like that. Yeah, that's the V-Long that we had, and then the platinum bubble. I really like it like that. I really like platinum. Yeah, that's like that's my favorite looking kind. Platinum. The platinum is your favorite looking kind. Okay. Yeah. You know, because so it's all fluffy, whatever. But the fluffier, the better. Yeah. You're enjoying. Old school. Yeah. I'm like I want to really see you doing better. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate it. No, and definitely, I wanted to make sure you got your stuff straight. Thank you. Second. Appreciate you. Love. Have a good night, baby. Y'all have a good night too. See you again next month. Yes, ma'am. All right. Oh God. Be safe. All right. All right. I could have had some music in the background, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I could have. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, you know what I mean? Let me see. I mean, because we ready to wrap this up. You know what I'm saying? We ready to wrap this up. Let me see. Let me what could I do? Let me see. Bad Boy, instrumental. You know what I'm saying? Because he's bad boy for life. You know what I'm saying? He's going down for life, you know. He keep playing. Oh, I got a little dizzy. What is this?
Blippi is ready to rock and wants you to be part of the fun. With Blippi, join the band tour. I'm an excavator. Featuring a live band on stage.
We ain't got time for that. All right. So, all right. Count 2. Sex trafficking by force, fraud, and coercion. Victim 1. Victim 1. Who the hell is victim 1? Ugh, it's hot. It's hot. I'm up here looking all oily. Look at that. Horrible. All right. Hold on. Let me see what this count 1 was. I didn't even see that. No, it's not even on there. All right. They just went straight to count 2. All right. Anyway, this is the sentencing factor. This is what they really want to get him on. The grand jury further charges from 2009 and or about, including in 2018 in the Southern District of New York or elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Sean Combs, and they list all his names again. Knowingly recruited, enticed, harbored, transported, provided, obtained, advertised, maintained, patronized, and solicited. They wrote all this over again. By any means, a person knowing and in reckless disregard the fact that means of force, threats of force, fraud, and coercion as described in Title 18 State Code. All right, United States State Code and any combination of such means would be used, let me see, to cause the person to engage in commercial sex acts and attempted and aided and embedded and willingly cause the same to wit. It just stopped it there, to wit, W-I-T. Combs Recruited, enticed, and then they listed all that again. Harbor, transfer. They listed all that again. They just wrote all of that. And they put it all again. See, the indictment is just a whole lot of stuff being said over and over and over. I'm not reading all that. All right. So anyway, let me see. Yeah, because it's still embedded and will it. Yeah, they wrote all of that. So the same thing I just said. All right. Count 3. Transportation to engage in prostitution. Okay. All right. Let me see. From again 2009. Oh, including to about 2024. This the longest. The other ones was stopping at what that was 2018. Yeah, all the rest of that stuff was 2018, but this is to 2024. Let me make sure I read that carefully. Count 3, transportation to engage into prostitution. Okay? From at least 2009 to including about 2024 in the southern state of New York. Da-da-da-da-da, Sean Combs, da-da-da-da-da-da. The defendant knowingly transported an individual in interstate and foreign commerce with intent that the individual engage in prostitution. Like he picked them up and he knew that that was their purpose. Point blank, nothing else. Aided and embedded and willfully caused the transportation of female victims. S. You understand what I'm saying? He had that van. He was riding around that white van. He had people riding around in the white van picking up prostitutes, man. Let me see. And commercial workers in interstate and foreign commerce on multiple occasions. Excuse me. He got away with it one time and then he kept on, he got greedy with it. That's the problem with greed. You don't stop when you got it. You understand what I'm saying? It's a drive to keep going and to get more. All right. Let me see. All right, multiple occasions, an intent that they engage in the prostitution. All right, state code. Now, forfeiture allegations. All right. As a result of committing the offense alleged court in this indictment, he shall forfeit. Because I didn't want to read all his name, so I just skipped that. Shall forfeit to the United States pursuant and then person. The code again. Section any all interest the defendant acquired or maintained in violation of the code again.
Build brand awareness. Google Ads
And any let me skim through this because they doing too much. Kind of affording a source or influence over the enterprise named and described herein. The defendant established, operated, controlled, conducted, and participated in the conduct of in violation of the state code and any of all property constituted and derived from proceeds obtained directly and indirectly said offense. All of that. Whatever. Let me see. As a result of committing the offense alleged in count 2 of this indictment, Sean Puffy Combs, all of that good stuff where he was named, all property, real and personal, involved in use or intended to be used, commit, or to facilitate the commission of said offense in any of all property traceable to such property. That means anything that goes with something, they're going to get it. They don't care if he had the VCR at his brother's house, they're going to get the VCR that was used to record the tapes or re-record on top of the tapes. Let me see. All right. As a result, committing of the offense alleged, the 3 counts of the indictment, the defendant shall forfeit to the United States. What is that? All right. And then all of this stuff. Okay. They repeated everything again. That sucks. And property, real and personal, that constitutes or derived from proceeds traceable to the commission of said offense, including but not limited to the sum of money. All right. What is that? Substitute assets provision. All right. Let's see. If any of the above, because you see they put and or, they put, on or about, like they know what they was doing. If any of the above forfeitable property as a result of any act of omission of the defendant cannot be located upon exercise of due diligence, has been transferred or sold to or deposited with a third person, has been placed beyond the jurisdiction of the courts, has been substantially diminished in value, or has been, what is that, commingled? I never heard of this word. With other property, which cannot be subdivided without difficulty. That means they can't just take a little piece of one thing that they got and go with it. They can't do that. They want to tie everything together. They want everything to be connected. All right. In the intent of the United States, Title 18, and all the other codes that they want to use, you know what I'm saying? These are all the codes that he got. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 basically charges. Okay, let me show you. So you can take these codes down. You can take them codes down. I don't know if you can see that. Let me dust it off for you. All right, I don't know if you can see that better, but these the codes right here. See, if I put it too close, it'll be blurry. But that's what the codes is. So you can look them up if you want to on your own accord. And that will further let you know what the crimes and the charges is that he did. So that's good. We went through the whole indictment. The whole indictment. I read to you page by page the indictment. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. That's crazy. That's crazy. He was on his Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? He did not stop till he got enough, you know? And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But that is going to wrap up the indictment. Like, what do y'all think about it? You know what I'm saying? Do you think he should rot in jail? Do you think that he is? Do you think he's really, really guilty? You know what I'm saying? I think he's guilty.
And impact.
I wish my nigga Big was alive.
By connecting work and
Big would have left.
to company-wide goals.
Hold on. Oh no.
A smarter way
I need
to
a
work.
light.
Try it for free.
Big would have left him. I don't think Biggie would have stayed. Cause I gotta talk about Biggie because that's my favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? That is really my favorite rapper, like for real. All right. Let me say he's my favorite rapper on music. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look, that's Biggie beat right there. All right, so like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think about the indictment? Like, they listed a lot of stuff in it, but they just kept saying stuff over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate. This man gave us, you know, all these years, like R. Kelly, all these years of entertainment. And even Bad Boys still sound good today. You know what I'm saying? We got 50 years of hip hop, and he had to have like 25 of the years. I'm trying to think. Yeah, he had to have like 25 of those 50 years of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And for him to suck them people in, I should have betted money. I should have betted money, man. When he gave everybody back their royalty, let me tell you, I had this bottle for 3 years. And I gotta drink it because this man is going down. I'm not a drinker. A little sip here, I'm sipping that, you know what I'm saying? But to think that when he gave the Bad Boys, you know what I'm saying, when he gave his artists their royalties, not their royalties, but their masters and all of that, that was like 5-6 years ago. That's when I knew he was going down. Because as long as they've been asking for their masters and stuff to their music, he would not give it to them. You understand me? Like, he started Ciroc and everything when people was asking for their masters, and he was not giving it to them. Then all of a sudden he just give it to them. Everybody had to sign an NDA when he gave them the masters. They not even talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they even signed an NDA you know, to say, all right, you gave us the masters. We're not going to say anything. We're going to be hush. We're going to be quiet about it. You know, it was a smart move. Let me say that. It was a smart move for to give the people, you know, something that is as valuable as their own music, because back in the day, you know what I'm saying, having your own music was kind of hard to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about like TLC and most of the 90 groups, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't own their own music and stuff like that. They wasn't as independent artists as as it is today. You know what I'm saying? That was just not going to fly back then. Ain't nobody had the means to that back then. You know what I'm saying? So they was really waiting on Diddy to give them they stuff. You know what I'm saying? Especially the ones that only lasted for a short time. Even though they lasted a short time, they still was good. Look at Shine. Shine gave us a few songs. Just a few. He had an album, but it was whatever. The man just got signed and already he was locked up. Like Shine was like the fastest rapper in the group. If it won't Black Rob. Don't quote me, you understand what I'm saying? But in that time, I just remember Black Rob. Look, I knocked the bottle over already. Black Rob and Shine, they are like the short-lived, you know what I'm saying, Craig Mack. You know what I'm saying, Craig Mack. I don't even remember. I think he had one album. Either way, Flavor in Your Ear was the bomb. Like, everything Diddy put out was the bomb. Everything. He controlled how the music was. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody can vouch and say he controlled how the music was. It was his ideas that pushed it, and all he needed was those people's voice to go over top of the music that he's pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen to the music. It got the sounds of, you know, his era of him growing up and stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you really pay attention. Look at his son, Justin. What is it? The oldest boy. You see the one that look just like him? You see that he mimics everything that he do, even up to the dance. It's like ODB's son. You know what I'm saying? When he do those shows, he do what ODB do. You know, do the little dance and stuff like that. Where you got, you know what I'm saying, Puffy, oldest boy, just like him, look just like him, move just like him. And he rap on certain beats that I only think that Diddy would allow. Like, I can't see his son going in there saying, man, I'm ready to rap off a Juice WRLD beat. I can't see that. That man be done looked at him like, what, little nigga? You gonna rap on this beat, and we gonna put this out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel like he really, really did that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm about to be over it. I'm done. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? If you like this video, thumbs up. If you don't like the video, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be more videos and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm about to be out. Because we're done. I just read the whole 14-page indictment and all of that. And it only took 45 minutes or something. But yeah, so I'm about to roll up and I'm about to be out.